To talk more about this subject, John Nance is the retired supervisory special agent for the FBI and a town hall columnist, and E.J. Kimball is the director of policy at the U.S.-Israel Education Association. Great to have you both this morning.
Thank you.
Yes, it's great to have you, but it's a terrible situation that's definitely occurring. Actually, we have a third guest. Rabbi Shmuley Boteach. He's an American rabbi and author of Holocaust Holiday and the Israel Warrior. Greetings to you all.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So our thoughts and prayers go out to those who were affected by this ambush, and we pray for a quick recovery. Your thoughts on these horrific attacks? We'll start with you, Rabbi.
America, I'm in Israel right now, and right behind me, you can't see it, is the American consulate in Jerusalem. Do you know how Israelis are looking at our great nation as they witness the world's sole superpower, the arsenal of democracy, becoming a sewer of anti-Semitism? How did Joe Biden let this man in? How did he let him stay in? And what will our great President Trump do about purging America, cleansing America of every last Islamist? I am the proud father of 9 children, 2 of whom are fighting in the war right now in very dangerous areas, which I can't disclose for the IDF. When they look back and think that in the year 2025, American Jews are being burnt alive in America, the way they were burnt alive in Auschwitz, Birkenau, Belzec, Majdanek, Sobibor, this is an abomination. We have to search for every last Islamist, not Muslim. Muslims are our brothers. That's a religion. Islamism is a political genocidal ideology that will take a man from his children, like Muhammad in Boulder, and have him plan for an entire year to burn Jews alive, notwithstanding the repercussions to his humanity, his soul, and he has no soul, but even to his kids, he's going to go away forever, and he doesn't care. And you know why? He didn't come to America for its freedoms. He didn't come to America for its financial opportunities. He came to America to destroy the West and to murder Jews. And I have to tell you, if I sound overly passionate, enough is enough.
True.
Never again is not just an empty slogan. It's a sacred promise. President Trump, I'm speaking to you, my brother, my leader. You are the greatest friend we've ever had in the Oval Office. Get the FBI to find every one of these guys, arrest them, and kick them the
And I'm quite sure EJ and Nance will actually agree with you, Rabbi.
John, I definitely want to bring you in here and echo the sentiment of Rabbi Shmuley. I mean, we are now learning information that this terrorist also was in support of the Muslim Brotherhood. He had information on him pertaining to USAID funding, anti-Israel documentation, and just his social media in general was rife with messages of hate and anti-Semitism. What can we do now, to Rabbi Shmuley's point, to prevent further attacks of this nature? Because Molotov cocktails and burning Jews, this cannot happen on our soil.
Well, I fully agree with the rabbi's position and his passion on this topic. And I think the Trump administration has taken some very substantive steps to try to prevent this from happening in the future. ICE is making a historic number of arrests. So that is very good, and that is going to be very helpful in this fight against this type of anti-Semitism. Also, the subject of this particular case has been charged with a hate crime, which the importance and significance of that is that it's a predicate to the federal terrorism enhancements. So this individual is likely going to be looking at life in prison. That's typically what happens. The hate crime charge can be difficult to prove, but in this case, with his statements, with the overwhelming amount of evidence, I don't think DOJ is going to have any problem with this. So essentially making sure that individuals like this feel the full weight of American justice will go a long way in deterring individuals who may want to support people like this or would-be terrorists themselves.
So true, John. Based upon that point that you just made, the acting U.S. Attorney for the District of Colorado announced charges for the Colorado suspect.
My office has charged Mohammed Sabri Solomon, age 45, with the commission of a hate crime.
Your thoughts on this, EJ, because as John just mentioned, is very clear to everyone who actually saw the video and read the story.
Sure, and thanks for having me on this morning. I want to give a little context here, because if you go back to 9/11 and following 9/11, Al-Qaeda, once they realized that they couldn't have open recruitment and training grounds, they put out a magazine calling on individual Muslims to rise up. And they had an article once, how to make a bomb in the kitchen of your mom, in their online magazine. This is something that they've been working on, and this global Islamic movement has been working on for over 20 years now. And we're seeing the fruits of that play out in front of our eyes. To Rabbi Shmuley's point, the FBI not only needs to go after Solomon, his network, but also looking at the broader network that's encouraging this incitement, that's supporting this. This whole Free Palestine call is a call to jihad. It's a call to arms. It's a call to violence against Jews. And something under our free speech laws has to be looked at in whether this is still considered protected speech or if this is a call for imminent violence. And that's something that the Department of Justice is going to have to look at. Courts are going to have to weigh in on it, because we are seeing this happen more and more frequently. And I don't believe that we're going to see it stop anytime soon.
Yeah. Well,
please
go ahead.
I fully agree with what you said, because Free Palestine, I'm sorry, means Heil Hitler. It is the new Heil Hitler. It is a call for Jews to be exterminated. Now, I appreciate that ICE is making some arrests. I just was on a panel with Kristi Noem in Poland days before the presidential election. And I want to tell you, Poland, strangely enough, where 3 million Jews were murdered 80 years ago, is safer for me with a kippah than the streets of New York or the streets of Colorado. You know why? They don't allow a single Islamist into their country. If you want to come to Europe to destroy Europe, then get the hell out. And I say the same thing about the United States of America. If your sole purpose, I was in Miami Beach, Florida. It's 1/3 Jewish. And Jews vacation there. I was in a hotel, the Fontainebleau, owned by Jeffrey Sofer, a Jew. A Free Palestine Islamist Nazi came over to me and tried to threaten to murder me in front of Fontainebleau security, Miami Beach police off-duty officers. He was not arrested. He was not questioned. The video has been watched by tens of millions of people. And the Fontainebleau and Jeffrey Sofer sued me for posting the video and outing the attack on me. So there is no federal law that says that if you threaten Jews with Heil Hitler, Free Palestine, that is a hate crime. And they're saying it to kill us. And I want to tell you, we're sick of it. There were 2 Jews working for the Israeli embassy who were murdered a 5-minute walk from the White House. The White House, 5 minutes from the most secure place on earth 2 weeks ago. How many more Jews will die, be burnt alive, before we make this a national emergency? The Jewish community is being killed. Our blood is spilling in the national capital in the beautiful Rocky Mountains. And we are not going to frickin' stand for it anymore. So all these words are not enough. Arrest them the hell now, the Islamists, and kick them the hell out.
And to that point, Rabbi John, the thing is that I think it's time for all countries around the world to reconsider their border security, to make sure that there's proper screening and prevent these radicals from entering the country, wherever it is, and attacking Jews and undermining free market capitalism and republics around the world. What say you?
Yeah, clearly there's still a lot of work to be done, a lot of work to clean up the mess that's been left behind by the 4 years of the Biden administration. So liberalism is a big problem. It's a big problem throughout our society. One thing I want to highlight, though, is What's really important here too is to consider how quickly Kash Patel rightly categorized this as a terrorism event. So, 4 years ago, 3 years ago, we'd still be waiting to hear what the FBI's position was on a case like this. So we're getting everybody in line, from Trump to AG Bondi to the director of the FBI, and bringing all the federal resources to bear on terrorism cases like this. So that's something to be very encouraged about. It's going to take some time. ICE is doing its job. The FBI is assisting ICE, which is another historic sort of event, especially on this scale. We've never had a bureau-wide push to support ICE operations. So these are good things. Still a lot of work to do.
True.
We feel, again, I support the rabbi's position on this matter 100%. So we'll see what the FBI continues to do, and I'm encouraged by what I see so far.
EJ, we only have about 20 seconds. Any last comments?
Look, this is the responsibility of a lot of people, not just what's happening in the United States. This is the UK, this is France, this is Canada, spewing out the United Nations, spewing out blood libels against Israel, against the Jewish people, which leads to these attacks.
Well, sign me up. I stand with Israel. John Nance, EJ Kimball, and Rabbi Shmuley Botich, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
God bless you.